Happy Monday and welcome to another edition of my video where I share with you projects that I'm working on in hopes to inspire you to do something creative this week as well. Certainly a very creative week we've been having as Stampin' Up demonstrators. A lot of us, I think it was like 6,000 of us, participated in an event called Creativity Now. That's something that is for demonstrators only, and we received, well, we had to purchase the stamp set, but that was a sneak peek. We got an advanced peek at one of the new bundles, new suites in the upcoming holiday catalog. Can you believe it? Oh, holiday catalog already. But anyway, so it was a really fun-filled 4 hours crafting, and I thought I would show you what we did, and because they were such nice projects. And I don't know about the other demonstrators. I hope you've enjoyed it, because I certainly have. And compared to last year's Creativity Now, I must say I loved this year's projects. What do you think? Did you like this year's projects? Leave a comment down below and let me know. So anyway, so before I dive into the projects, for those of you who are watching me for the very first time, I'm Sandra, the Stamping Bee. And welcome. Thank you for jumping in. And for those of you who are watching me regularly, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate your support. So anyway, so without further ado, let me switch the camera around and let's get crafting. Oh, there it is. It's I always forget where I am. Okay, so this is the suite that will be in the upcoming holiday catalog, and it is called Peace on Earth, and it has the stamp set. I just love all the sentiments here. As you can see, it is not just for the holidays, i.e., it is not Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. It's really an all occasion type of a set. I know there's a corresponding stamp set that has images, but this particular set is mostly sentiments. But the corresponding dies do have images. Look at that. So it's got a nice frame here. These are die cut frames. There are some leaves here, 2 leaves. This is starburst, doves. And you know, can you guess what these are? For the life of us, we were just saying, oh, maybe they're just slits for ribbons or whatnot. But I thought I had a sample of it. Yeah, here it is. They are envelopes. Aren't these so cute? Let me show you. So you get to cut 2 at a time. And the idea is you place it next to the dove like that. Cute, right? Anyway, I just thought that was so cute. I'm also having some ideas what else to do with it, so we'll see. It's always, you know, that's the great thing about a gathering, is the excitement goes beyond the day of that event, because even hours, days after the Creativity Now, my mind is just like, oh my gosh, what can I do? What can I do? Oh, I want to do that. I want to do that. So anyway, so if you have not had a chance to join a gathering, stamping gathering, you owe it to yourself to join and see what fun it is. Hi, Sally. Happy belated birthday. Hope you had a great celebration. Missed you at Creativity Now. Wish you could have joined us. Anyway, so this particular bundle comes with the stamp set, the dies, and this beautiful embossing folder, which cuts kind of an indentation of this large label here. And what else? Let me put this away. It has these embellishments. It's called Hues of Blue Flowers. Really cute, nice and flat, because as we know, postage is expensive, so we really want to, I mean, I know me in particular, I've been staying away from really bulking up my cards just because, you know, I don't want it to get ruined. And sometimes if I don't want it to be returned to me, if I owed more postage. Can't talk this afternoon. Okay, so that's that. And then a beautiful ribbon. It's a little shimmery. And glitter paper. There's, I believe, 3 colors to this glitter paper. So you see the blue. You see this silvery. See? So those are the 3 colors. The Secret Sea, midnight blue, and I think this is just a regular silver, right? Or what do they call it? Oh no, it's cloud, oh, it's supposed to be soft green. Okay. It's blue, dark gray, and soft green. Huh. So I guess there is a, doesn't look green to me. Oh well. Anyway. Yeah, so that's that. And then, of course, DSP, the Design Series paper. It's just always so beautiful. So we've got floral. And the best thing about this particular pack of DSP is after the holidays, after the New Year's, there's lots of use too. So there's a lot of, well, what do you call these things? These are like dried flowers, right? Like baby's breath. So really nice set. A nice balance of floral and basics. All right. So anyway, let me show you the cards that we made. I have shown these on my Facebook post, so hopefully this will give you another added look of it. So this is the first card we made. It's a very simple card, but so beautiful. It's a great way to use up your DSP, don't you think? You just need strips of paper, and then you tore the side and here, and there's your saying, your sentiment. So it's a nice little simple card. Okay. Here's one. I actually really love this. This is a very smart card, I think. It's got a little tag. So it's like a hidden message. Well, not really hidden, but an additional element of surprise or sentiment that you can put in the card. Okay. So, and then this one is also really nice. So this one is like this. You have a ribbon and you open it up. Really cute, don't you think? So for those of you who are demonstrators who attended it, which card was your favorite? Anyway, okay. So as I mentioned, I was just so excited coming back from Creativity Now because we spent it at Becky's house. Thank you, Becky, for hosting us. That my mind was just like, oh, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? So this is the first card that I created. Okay. This one is like this one. So let me go ahead and move these aside. Okay. I just love, having these 3 different textures and this one big sentiment block here. Very simple, yet, it gives you that added touchy-feely tactile element of a handmade card. And of course, this is what I did here. Okay. So in case you are interested in knowing how this is done, let me go ahead and make another card. I mean, yeah, I am on a roll. Okay. So basically it's really simple, right? So you have a sentiment block, you have something glittery here, and then you have something embossed. So I'm also showing you alternatives to this Piece on Earth stamp set, because obviously you cannot get it right now, right? So how can you create the same thing with what you have right now, right? So for this part, I went ahead and embossed it with this, okay? This is the Pressed Flowers embossing folder. So it gives the same idea of something embossed. You can see here. This is embossed. This is embossed, right? And let's see, what else? Oh, okay. So the next thing you need would be this piece, right? You need this piece and also this piece. Now, if you don't have this label, oops, there we go. This particular label, that's okay. We can recreate it. And how I recreated it is I used this one. And I just realized, where is my sample? Oh, here it is. Here it is. I think this is it. Yeah. This is how I can recreate it. So let me show you. I'm sure many of you know this trick, but just in case you don't, here goes. So instead of just punching this piece out, you can lengthen it. And this is how you would lengthen it. So this is about maybe a little millimeter shy of 2 inches, okay? And then you just move it down here, almost to the end, center it, and there you go. And then if you want to do the other side, which you'll see another sample, and it'll make sense when you see the next sample. And you just move this here. And after you center it, and voila, you've got your own little label, okay? So for this particular sample, I decided not to make it two-sided. I think one side is sufficient. So how you would work with it is you would put this in here. What I do is I eyeball it. I know I want it there. And I just turn it around and I place dimensionals on 3 sides. That way, when my tag slips in, it is guided. And then it stops where I want it to stop. Okay, so let me go ahead and complete this card. So I'll have it ready to go. And there we go. So let's place this on here. Okay. And ta-da! Done. Okay. I just love how it just flows really nice. So love you lots. Thank you. Okay, and then you can jot your notes back here. So from this card that we did at Creativity Now, I created 2 more using what I have on hand. And, you know, in case you forgot, the sweet sale is ongoing. And both of these DSPs are part of a suite. Yep. And so, which means if you purchase Perennial Lavender, which is this one, my all-time favorite pack of paper, if you purchase one, you can purchase another pack of this for 50% off. Isn't that great? This is what they call Floral Delight. So this Floral Delight, this Perennial Lavender. So both of these, because they are part of a suite, you can purchase one and then get the other one for 50% off. Now the sale does end June 30th. Okay, so don't dilly-dally. Okay, so that's that. So the next card I wanted to share with you is this. I really like it. Normally, I think having a card just with a DSP seems flimsy, but I think there's enough cardstock attached to it that there is some substance to it. So for this particular card, I immediately made this, okay? So let me put this up. So we've got DSP, we've got the embossing panel here, we've got the label, we've got the element here, and the saying, and the ribbon, okay? So let me show you what I did in the inside. There. Such a simple idea, and for those of you who are, not too keen on fun folds, which is me, it gives you kind of a faux fun fold, right? I mean, it looks like a fun fold. So there. So this is from Impressions of Bloom. And as you can see, this particular, the embossing folder from this suite is going to be such a versatile item because it just goes with so many of your floral stamp sets. Okay. So of course I have to do one more to show you. So again, so we start out with a piece of paper like this, right? And let me go ahead and complete this card in front of you so that you can see how simple it is. So we'll go ahead and okay. See the beauty of the design series paper, it's both sides. So it's pretty inside and out. So for this one, I put you're wonderful, you're loved. Okay. And let me center this here. So let's bring this out so that you can see how I copied it. I told you I'm a big copier. So blending brush with this, and I have this. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. Go ahead and again, this is my trick, my little tip is, how sometimes when you create a grouping, and then by the time you want to glue it down on your paper, it's messed up again. So what I do is I just use a little piece of Scotch tape, and it keeps it together, and that way I know it's how I want it. So let me go ahead and grab my glue dot. Okay, because with this I usually prefer to get something a little bit more hardier or sticky. I wish I had a way to put music on here, so during these moments it's not so quiet. Okay, do I need more? Let me put one more on here. So all of these elements I die cut from the Floral Delightful Wishes set bundle. Okay. Okay, see? So it's mimicking, or it's copying the original. I've got my little element here, and I've got one line here. In case you're wondering where this came from, this is from Wonderful Thoughts. So Wonderful Thoughts, I used this one, and I blocked that one out. Okay. So done with the inside. Now we need to do the front, right? So for the front, where did it go? Here it goes. So I went ahead and, oh, you know what? I'm panicking here, thinking that I lost everything. Okay, so here. So again, working with what you have, because these are from something that's not available yet, I use the eyelet embossing folder. So let me go ahead and glue that on. Okay. Remembering not to glue the bottom because then you will glue it shut for sure. So let me align it onto the top. I think that's about, I think I've centered it fine. Okay. Now, this is where this double-sided punching happened. Okay, remember I showed a little bit earlier. So this is going to recreate this, because remember, we don't have this yet, right? So we're trying to use up what we have. A lot of times, what you have, you can easily substitute, right? So, okay, so there's that. And then this part here, I went ahead and used this. So let me go ahead and glue that down, adhere that. Okay. This is peach pie. Okay. And then for the focal element, again, taking things from Delightful Wishes. Let me see where I want this. I think I'll have this here. And then, and this leaf is from one of the bloom sets. I forget what it is. You know what? Let me go ahead and do this. Okay, so I think that should look good, right? So let me, do I want to use dimensions? Sure, why not, right? Where's my, here we go. I'll use a dimension. Why not, right? Why not? Okay, there we go. I think that should work. And then I am going to just use glue for this. Okay. Hey. There we go. That should work. Okay. So there we have it. And so how do we put the ribbon through it? So first of all, you need to have a slit. Oops. This is that. Ooh, I forgot to show you something there. Let me do this first. So we're going to take out the X-Acto knife. Actually, we should call it a blade, right? X-Acto knife is a, what do you call it? Brand name, right? So you want to cut a slit. Where's my ruler? Need a metal ruler. Oh, where did my metal ruler go? Oh, here it is. Okay. And we want about maybe this much, 1/2 inch. Now make sure when you're doing this, you're doing it with padding underneath it. Otherwise, you will have a big scratch on your table. There we go. Okay. And so how we're going to do this is the ribbon. We are going to thread this through. Okay. We can adjust it later, but let's thread one side in first. Oh, maybe I didn't have enough. No, it should be enough. Kind of got stuck here. There we go. I wonder why it's there we go. So there we go. Okay. So what we're going to do is make it so that it's adjustable. You can obviously glue it down so that it doesn't move, but we're going to make it removable. Okay, I just want to center this. And again, using the same technique that we used in this set here, we're going to put, let's see, this around it to use as a guide, right? And also to give the label a little bit more substance. Okay. Okay, so that's still good. And we're gonna make sure that a little bit falls down there. Okay, and there you have it. And then you're just gonna wrap it around. Let's see, I think I might want a little bit more here. There we go. Such a pretty color combination. What do you think? So there you go. That's how it looks. Let me tie this. We were having this conversation at on Saturday as to how to tie these ribbons, and you know, I'm not an expert at tying ribbons, but to me, if I tie them upside down, it'll come out the right way. So that's something that I'm sticking by. That's why I'm doing it upside down. There we go. And then just trim it off. If I can find my scissors here. Where did it go? Oh. Okay, I'm not finding my scissors, but you know what I'm gonna do, right? I'm just gonna snip this off, but there you go. So let's review. This one, I really like this, how the white kind of follows these little white ones here. That's what I like, the repetition. So that's that grouping. And then I've got this grouping here, right, for this. All right. Simple. So this is what makes card making, it doesn't have to be complicated. As I said, I'm a great copier. I love to case. And then this case, after the Creativity Now, I went home and I just had a ball because I just was so excited for these different designs. Okay, so that's that. So now I have 4 extra cards to send out. Okay, so let me know which one's your favorite. Which card design did you like? And if you like these card templates, these are just such fun and simple ways of creating a card very simply, right? Simple card. Okay, so one more thing I wanted to share because I had totally forgotten about it, and I just didn't want to leave without sharing with you, was that actually I had forgotten, or I wasn't following it, I wasn't paying attention during Creativity Now, was that they were using this perforating blade to add detail to these blocks. So I would be remiss in not showing you what else you can do to give it a little bit more detail. So let me grab, I think I have a dark colored one so you can see it better. Oops, sorry. Where did that go? I had cut a piece of pecan pie so that it would show up better. And of course, I can't find it right now. Okay. Anyway, so basically what we're doing here is, I'm showing you in the dark color because it will be easier to see, is they are just creating a border with the perforating blade. Okay. Again, you want to make sure you have padding. Okay. It's just a nice little detail, and that's all it's about. I mean, that's all it's about, right? When we're making handmade cards, it's the little details that make it special. See? Can you see it? There we go. The perforating blade. And that's part of your pick a tool. So in this case, what they're doing, or what the directions say, which I had ignored, I think this one I've already done, right? Let me see. Yeah, I have. So I'm leaving one more so that I can demonstrate for you. There. And so by lifting it up a bit, you just create that ooh texture to a card, to a handmade card, right? See the blade? It's very subtle, but it really adds a lot to it. And I'm just bummed that I had forgotten about it. So for example, this one, if I had put this there, right, it would just have that extra detail around it. And of course, I would add it on here as well. But oh well, I'll just have to make another card, right? So in case you're curious about this, this is a perforating tool, and it's part of the Pick-a-Tool collection. And you've got all kinds of doodads to add on to your edge, right? So I just keep it like that. And this is my little thing to pick up stuff. So there you go. So this is today's video. I hope you have enjoyed these cards as much as I have enjoyed making them. I almost feel like it was a cheat day today because I knew exactly what I wanted to do today for my Make It Monday. And I also wanted to share with you that I am heading to Palau for the mini games, Pacific mini games, and I'll be gone for 2 weeks. I have something planned, so it's just a matter whether I upload it properly for the video. So, but do keep in touch, and I'll be sharing my experiences in Palau. So again, before I forget, these papers that I've used today are part of the suite, are part of suites, which means if you purchase one, you get another one for 50% off. Okay, good deal. And then also, I wanted to remind you there's still kits available for the virtual album retreat. Hope you can join us. It should be a lot of fun. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching it on replay. I do appreciate it. So if you have enjoyed these projects, make sure you give me a thumbs up, right? Thumbs up and like it. And better yet, if you really enjoyed it, please share it with a friend who would like to watch this as well, right? To learn about these new techniques. All right. Thank you so much again. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.